Okay, example number 4, we're going to find the multiplicative inverse of 2 by 2 matrices using a formula. In example number 3, we didn't use a formula. So there's two ways of being able to find the multiplicative inverse. This might be an easier way. Well, when we need to find the multiplicative inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix, we can use a special formula instead of using matrix multiplication or augmenting with the identity. If A is a 2 by 2 matrix, such as A, which is equal to A, B, C, or D, the multiplicative inverse of A is given by the formula. A inverse is equal to 1 over A times D minus B times C times the matrix D, negative B, negative C, A, where AD minus BC cannot equal 0, and if AD minus BZ is equal to 0, then A has no inverse. So for example number 4, we're going to use the formula to find the multiplicative inverse of matrix A. So here's matrix A. And what we can see here is that A is equal to 1, we know that B is negative 2, we know that C is 2, and D is equal to negative 3. Now using the formula, we have the following. So A inverse is going to equal 1 over A times D minus BC, D, negative B, negative C, and A. So we're going to multiply those two together. So we have 1 over A, which is 1, times D, which is negative 3, minus the value of B, which is negative 2, times the value of C. And then we plug in the values that we have in for here. So we know that D is negative 3. We know that B is going to be negative B, so it's negative times a negative 2, which is a positive 2. And we can see that negative C, it's a positive 2, so it's going to be a negative 2. And then we have the value of A, which is 1. So you have to be careful of your signs here. So now over here, we're going to have 1 over negative 3 plus 4 times negative 3, 2, negative 2, and 1. And then this is going to become 1 over 1. So using scalar multiplication, 1 times this entire matrix is going to be 1. So we have the inverse now is equal to negative 3, 2, negative 2, 1, again by using that formula to find a multiplicative inverse of a 2 by 2 matrix.